Hi, I'm Wayne Sutton.
I'm Melinda Epler. We're the founders of Change Catalyst. We empower inclusive and sustainable innovation globally through startup ecosystem and tech inclusion programs.
Welcome to this series sponsored by Women Tech Makers, Google's initiative that provides visibility, community, and resources for women in technology.
Together, we're helping tech hub leaders to develop more inclusive tech cultures, programs, and spaces. In an ever-expanding tech economy, tech hubs are the centers of innovation for cities and regions around the world.
A tech hub is usually a physical space or community that provides educational opportunities, meetups, events, and co-working spaces. It may also house an incubator or accelerator.
Inside a tech hub, you'll find a community of entrepreneurs, engineers, investors, and community leaders building innovative tech products and services.
Tech hubs provide support to early-stage startups, access to mentorship, and new team members, skills building and career development, shared spaces and learning, as well as formal and informal opportunities for collaboration.
We're going to talk about diversity and inclusion a lot in this series. Here's how we define it. Diversity is bringing people to the table from a wide variety of backgrounds. But it's not enough just to sit at the table. Inclusion invites them to speak and encourages them to lead. You need both together for your team to thrive.
A fully inclusive culture is one where everyone is welcome, accepted, respected, supported, and able to thrive across all genders, races, ethnicities, abilities, religious beliefs, veteran status, geographic origins, sexual orientations, ages, social economic backgrounds.
When we're all included, we all feel happier and produce better business results. We love coming to work, we have more confidence, we're more productive, and we can show up as our full selves. Our staff satisfaction increases, turnover decreases, and we all invest in our workplace. Tech hubs are the center of innovation for cities, and collaboration between diverse peoples creates the best solutions. Inclusive teams solve problems for everyone. Innovation must come from all of us, for all of us.
Tech is the most rapidly growing sector with some of the highest paying jobs. Yet right now, it's leaving people out. This is what we call the wealth and opportunity gap. At the same time, there are many unfulfilled tech jobs, which is continuing to increase.
Yet tech is one of the few industries where you can enter the workplace with the right skills in under a year.
Right now, tech is losing out on this great opportunity by not including more people.
Increasing diversity and inclusion can dramatically affect the products you make and the bottom line for your company. Here's the data. Diverse and inclusive teams showed 22% greater productivity, 39% higher customer satisfaction. Gender diverse leadership teams have 15% higher financial returns. And ethnically diverse leadership teams have 35% higher financial returns.
We all have a role to play in solving diversity and inclusion in tech, because we all had a role in creating the imbalances that currently keep underrepresented people out of tech.
There's a network effect.
Access to capital and jobs in tech both rely on networks that some people don't have access to. Even understanding the tech culture and how the tech industry operates can be tough for people who aren't currently inside the tech industry.
There's a tech education gap that starts in early childhood education and grows larger from there. Without early digital access and role models, kids are less likely to be interested in tech in the first place. And even if they become interested, unless they attend an elite school, they're less likely to be hired for tech roles.
There's a false meritocracy in the tech industry. There is a belief that everyone gets to the top due to their own merit, and that others who aren't at the top just didn't have the skills to get there. But our systems are created for and by a homogeneous culture that actively and passively leaves out the majority of the world's population.
Where skills and the ability to learn are universal, opportunity is not.
There's also a lack of representation in media, in textbooks, in toys, and in films. If you can see it, you can be it. But if you don't see it, you might not think tech is a real path for you.
Changing behavior is hard too, and full of economic and emotional barriers. We're humans with biases that affect our judgments about people.
To be more inclusive, we must work on our own empathy for others and acknowledge and filter our own biases.
And to have more inclusive tech companies and tech hubs, we have to change a lot of individual behaviors. This is not an easy task and takes both time and resources.
But it's worth it. When you develop an inclusive culture at your tech hub, you will be rewarded with an innovation ecosystem that truly thrives. It's good for business, it's good for local economy, and it's good for the world. Watch the series of videos to learn how you and your team can address these issues and become a more inclusive tech hub?
It starts with measurement and accountability, the role of leadership in diversity and inclusion, creating an inclusive culture.
Expanding your diversity goals through external programs and create inclusive physical spaces in your hub. For more information about women tech makers, change catalysts, and additional resources, see the links below.
Share this series with your community, and let's work together to create inclusive tech hubs around the world.